Hello guys, welcome to another video. My name is Philly Sports Era. Not really. My name's Ben, but I am Philly Sports Era. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing the Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles struggles. Let me guys know what you think in the comments after the video, and let me know what you guys change about this team. Obviously this team's hurting right now, so make sure you guys let me know what you would change if you were the GM of the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's get right into this thing. Alright, so everyone knows that the Eagles are off to a terrible 0-2-1 start. It starts off with Carson Wentz totally disappointing us in the Philadelphia Eagles franchise. Signs a humongous $100+ million contract to be throwing balls that are way over our receivers' heads. You can make the argument that the offensive line has been playing terrible. Yes, that's a valid argument. But the time that Carson Wentz does have before he gets sacked, it looks like every single pass, the receiver or the running back has to jump. His passes are not accurate. His quarterback reads are totally off. Like the Zach Ertz interception, that was such a terrible pass. It was a terrible decision and pass. Why would you throw to your... Zach Ertz not even that big. He can play receiver. He's not really the big target like George Kittle or all these bigger tight ends. It was supposed to be a fade, I think, but Carson threw it right to the corners, right in the corners' hands. Zach Ertz had his body turned from the ball. He wasn't even looking at it, and the corner had a very easy interception. Some other problems throughout the game was Carson Wentz's height on his passes. A lot of passes got batted down at the line of scrimmage. His elevation on his passes or his release of the football is not high. Especially if you're throwing across the middle, the ball's going to get swatted each and every time with tall guys like Carlos Dunlap on that Cincinnati Bengals defensive line. That's really dangerous. That could lead to tip balls, and that was Carson Wentz's other interception, was a tip ball right into the hands of Logan Wilson, the rookie linebacker out of Wisconsin. The Carson, like, a lot of people are defending Carson. They're like, oh, he has no receivers. Yes, he does. He has Zach Ertz. He had Dallas Goedert for some of the game. He had the Sergeant Jackson, but he got injured. But you still have Greg Ward. You still have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. You still have Deontay Burnett. You have these receivers that have started NFL games before. Well, not started, but, played in those games before. He's not playing like himself. I don't know if something psychological, whatever the word is wrong with Carson Wentz. It's just, he's not playing like himself. The one positive that we did see was his down-the-field clutch, as you've seen right here. That was a pretty clutch drive. I want to give him that. But he's got to keep consistent. He can't just run every single play. His passes are just very inaccurate. Something's got to change. We'll wrap it up real quick. So to wrap it up, I'm going to throw some numbers at you from the Twitter of Thomas Peterson. Carson Wentz has a passer grade of 42.7. That's the worst in the NFL. He has been sacked 8 times. Obviously, that's not his fault, but some quarterbacks can escape the rush, and Carson's been not really that good. He hasn't been aware. He has thrown 4 interceptions, now 6 interceptions. This is a little old. He has now 6 interceptions, and he has 12 potential turnovers. So he's had, fumbles recovered by his team or dropped interceptions and things like that. He also has a 64.4 passer rating. That's the 4th worst in the NFL. He has 13 poor throws. That's 2nd in the NFL. I think at 32.9%. I don't know what he was saying here, but that's not good either way if it says 32.9%. So the franchise quarterback, the Eagles, is struggling. To sum it up, do the Eagles start to look at Jalen Hurts a little bit more at practice this week? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not an insider. I'm an analyst. Would we like to see more Jalen Hurts? Yes. Personally, I would. He had that one carry for 10 yards. Even though he did have that fumble, he's a rookie, so you can't go too hard on him. So, sum it up, Carson's struggling. Hopefully he can bounce back. I don't want to totally, trash him because he's a good guy. He's a good teammate. But he's just... The one thing the report came out that he doesn't listen to hate. You gotta listen to hate sometimes. That constructive criticism really does help a player. Carson, you gotta listen to that. Okay, you can't be totally silent or be not hear the media. That's a big thing in sports. You gotta address the media. You gotta be like, yeah, I've heard that. I gotta be better. I'm just saying that we gotta be better after every single game. It's not gonna make it any better. All these Eagles players, we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back. Doesn't really look like it. Alright, so hopefully the Eagles can bounce back. Hopefully Carson can bounce back. Go Eagles. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, my Twitter. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Get me to 100 subs. Go Birds. Next game is against San Francisco. We're going to be in San Francisco next week, so hopefully that's Carson Wentz's bounce back game. But Richard Sherman and Jason Barrett and Jimmy Ward, some pretty solid corners. I'll just see how that goes. So go Birds. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Peace out. And go Birds.